Hello friends to episode 8 of Assassin's Creed. Let's play.
Cause them to drop what they're carrying.
I think today we have to go to Damascus, but we'll see.
God
What is that fool doing?
Mad.
Yeah, Damascus.
Take your time. When moving slowly, you reduce your chances of attracting unwanted
We
attention.
have 1 or 2 kills before we go to the end of the game.
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
Nope, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
Let's hope there is not so much army like in Acre.
The English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him. If these barbarous acts might be avenged.
No,
Pray
you
that
don't
God,
understand. I have
glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
All I ask is for a few coins.
Praise be
Food,
Salahadin!
no,
You
I'm so
don't
hungry.
understand.
I have just a little money, I beg of you. What is that man doing? Oh dear.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Turn back now.
Okay, where is this guy?
Could you spare a few coins?
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a
He's
few
going to
coins.
hurt himself.
I need food.
When he does, I
I'm
won't
so
help him.
hungry. Just a little money.
لست حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك لست حقير سأقطع يقطعوا يديك جزاء ذلك.
I feel myself so slow right now when this time go out.
What is that man thinking?
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Come back now.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Out here, here.
Whew,
Take
in
this.
time.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
Be wary, friend. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyelim.
Consume the land, and thousands of lives.
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Where is the one responsible?
When start do this, I cannot grab the wood.
I beg of you, just a few coins. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
Okay, how to go inside?
For a few coins. Please, sir, have any money? No, please don't
Evvelki
leave.
sefer elimizden
Just a
kurtuldu.
few coins,
Bu sefer
please.
kaçmasına
My
izin
family is
vermeyelim.
sick and dying. I'm so hungry. Could you spare a few coins?
Gözünüzü dört açın, geri dönecek.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
I think place for reviews are not that much like other cities.
Be no stopping him. That man he will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this.
What's got into him? Good
Fires
son.
of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor. To die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this.
Leave this place.
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our
It's
great
forbidden for you to
civilization.
leave.
Make no mistake, it is our very existence existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! They leave only suffering in their wake! They say it is a crusade! A crusade for what? Ignorance! Violence! Madness! We must resist! We must fight them in any way we can! South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. South comes the English king and his
Something
infidel army.
could do wrong. I think I have to start it here, but I can't.
Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of
Okay,
lives
maybe I
We found the place.
have wrong target.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to
I
the
think
others.
this was an interrogation, but it's a
Truth be told, I'll be
pickpocketing.
happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance? Violence? Madness? We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can. Praise be Saladin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence. Fighting never.
Ah, damn it.
Çekil önümden yoksa ezerim. Kovalayın. Açın. Benden bir daha kaçamayacaksın. Kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Sıçan gibi saklanıyor. İşte kaçıyor. Gel buraya. Durdurun. Kaçman fayda etmez. Gel buraya. Kaçman fayda etmez. Gel buraya. Beni yenemeyeceksin. Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenemem. I will end your life. Belki farkında değilsin ama halihazırda kaybedersin. Beni yenemeyeceksin.
توقف عن الجري لن تهرب سوف آتي إليك
Once he was a teacher.
So much bad people, they want to kill poor assassin like me.
Once he was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies.
Are you a friend of
But
mine?
then the
No?
way was
So
made
get away.
clear
What is it
to
that you
Jubair.
want?
He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you as well. Jubair sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison
This
you
time
carry
I'll
in your
wait
hearts
a
and
little bit
minds.
more.
He works
I don't want
cast it out.
3 people to
Remove
fight me
all texts from your homes and schools. Give them
when
to
I'm
us.
with fist.
They must be destroyed.
Whatever.
You die now.
Someone's going to get hurt. Always do.
You will pay dearly for that.
Peasants shouldn't be fighting.
Is it a fight you want?
How can one expect May God have mercy on your soul.
How many are they?
I should stop.
This won't be too difficult.
Nonsense. You should not be fighting.
Why are you fighting this match?
This is How can one expect to defeat you? How simple.
What's going on?
You'll regret that.
Damn it, there's so much. Oh.
What are they fighting for?
I'll teach you to pick a fight. This won't be too difficult.
How simple shouldn't be fighting.
May God have mercy on your soul. This won't be too difficult. How can one expect to defeat you? How can one expect to defeat you? You will pay dearly for that. Violence.
Phew, finally.
In this we agree. So speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
When you are blind, the words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubair holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
There will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Someone murdered nearby.
Help! You won't get away with this. Help! Come, people. Come see what I have to offer.
Let's wait a little bit before
I've much to sell.
next mission. These guys like to attack me every time when I start do something.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
5 people.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. They go against the will. أنت حسانة.
على رسلك.
Oh, come on.
Gel buraya.
This is a waste of time. Maybe you haven't done any enemies already lost.
Yes. I will end your life.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Where is the one responsible? You're a dead man. You can't escape.
I didn't move.
Where did he come from?
I didn't move and they already attacked me.
Has any of you seen him? Come back here! Be wary, friend! Keep up with him! Don't let him get away!
For maybe under the second.
Be strong! Strong like Saladin! And take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can! He's not here. Curse him! Somewhere else. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of
Another annoying quest with assassinations.
everywhere they ride.
I'll try one more time, but let's see.
Do you think he's been chased by someone? I am at your service.
Maybe I'll leave it if it's necessary only.
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
Where is What's got into him? Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with,
Just a few coins, please. I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
Come see what I've to offer.
No, you don't understand.
You won't
I have
believe your
nothing.
eyes. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake.
You can count on me, friend. I'll be right here, don't you worry.
I'd leave if I were you, before I really get angry.
sir, have any money? I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. Did you see what he just did?
Seems a tragedy.
Tired
But
of
I
never
say,
finding anything
this is
useful at the
another.
other merchant stalls?
Die
That won't
and
happen here.
God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this.
You should stop that.
Are you blind? Be more careful!
Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere.
Okay, the last one is on the top.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing. Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. My family's sick and dying.
Did I pass?
Spare a few coins.
Listen here, citizen. If you're tired of shopping good, then come see me. My merchandise is without...
What's wrong with him?
What he do on the roof?
I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. I think I've seen everything now. Please, sir, have any money? A few coins. All I ask is for
It's
a
great
few
to see you
coins.
back so quickly and in one
Oh,
piece.
they almost got me.
I must return to my family, but before I leave, this is for you. I found a map showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
Come, see what I've to offer. See anything you like? Want a bargain? I'm your man. Come, come.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
نص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Come no further.
Okay, two more.
Turn back now. For you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him.
God save him. He's gone mad.
Oh, my.
Wrong move.
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
It's forbidden for you to be here.
I know, I know. Grip of fate with pause.
I beg of you. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. You're hurting me.
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyorum. Gözüm tutar.
Sorun çıkartacaksın. Stop acting like a child. Away with you. Leave, peasant, before I make you. Damned infidel!
To want to spare life, indeed, draw a sword.
I'll take you down!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsunuz?
He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him.
Sometimes when stop climbing it was become very annoying. Now.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days, and for once their words are kind. If you're truly a changed man, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a favor. Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold. You would be doing all the city a great service if you were to find these merchants and destroy their stalls. This should end their evil.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك هل أصابه الجنون؟ تحركوا تحركوا Get away with it!
Önümden yoksa ezerim.
أخلو الطريق!
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Don't move him!
This man is a murderer.
Kovalayın.
Oh.
God favors me. You will not win. Yes.
I didn't notice the quest is broken. Oh no, I think it stopped, but I finished all the targets.
You've done a good thing today, Altair. In exchange, I'll share my knowledge with you. Your target is likely to be dressed much like his followers. So here is how to distinguish him from the others. He wears rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. Find him, brother. Make him feel pain.
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know then.
Jubayer has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa Al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Now comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted, أنت حثالة.
Let go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
لست حقير. سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone.
أنت حثالة. أيها اللص.
I can't jump.
لست حقير. سأقطع يديك.
The thing is inside and now I have to go up again.
God save him. He's gone mad.
Fool doing?
And what happened now? I cannot move. Shall I move, but only this.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No. You simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
If you want to control the people, keep them stupid. If you know only to work, you'll not dream of freedom. Now what?
Come no further. It's forbidden for you to be here. You're a dead man.
Citizens! Bring forth
Oh.
your writings. Place them in the pile before me.
You can't
If
escape.
any is a sin, know and embrace. Come on,
You'll never get away.
Batına izin vermeyin. Gel buraya.
Who did this?
Not me, not me.
You've something to say?
Can't you spare something? Help me! Somebody help me! Have any money?
Anyone can put ink to parchment. Anyone! Such power, such influence must be controlled. It cannot be given.
Belki
Get out
farkında
of my
değilsin
way!
ama hala hazırda kaybettin.
Be careful! Don't lose him! Step aside! Quickly! Maybe you have it good, but you've already lost.
What you did. Go away with it.
Pathetic. تريد أن تموت؟ خليك away from me!
Any more?
Where is the one responsible? Watch where you're going!
They seem set.
Want something?
That was easy.
Barbarous acts might be avenged.
What happened here?
Pray that God, glorious and exalted is He, finds favor with us. He may grant us victory.
Filthy heretic! I will catch you!
Oops, wrong target.
You cannot run forever! Maybe you haven't noticed, but you've already lost. Someone should may God have mercy on your soul.
You can't just kill someone.
You will not get away from me!
For centuries!
Why, people? Why?
You can't get out of my way! You're mine!
I always forget to make dodge. Actually, I cannot make it proper.
Make no mistake, it is our very existence. The infidel king would see us all from the world.
أيها الكافر سوف تموت هنا
Beni yenemeyecek. Belki farkında değilsin ama halihazırda kaybettin.
Phew, that was close. And we have one more. I'll be wait a little bit to recuperate my blood HP points or whatever it is.
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Anyone help me!
لص حقير
Okay, I think it's enough.
يديك جزاء ذلك.
What have I done wrong? Help me!
هل تحتاج شفاء؟
Let's hope I will not kill civilians.
You are
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
He wait for me.
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
أردت الأمر على ذلك لا سوف أنهي الحياة
Why are you doing this to me?
Bunlara
How can one expect to defeat me while you still can?
الأمر على ذلك سوف أنهي الحياة يا جنود ساعدوني
Use the action view to gather information about
What
your
the?
surroundings.
What the? Ouch. This hurt me a lot. Oh no, I have to start everything again.
You have no business here. Leave.
Citizens, bring forth your writing. Place them in the pile before me. Keep any is a sin. Know and embrace the truth of my words. Free yourselves from the
I
lies
should
and
kill you for
corruptions
that.
of the past.
Just do it.
Why won't anyone
It's forbidden for you to be here.
Come on.
I saw him kill someone.
Is there a reason for this nonsense?
Why are my family's sick and dying? Could you spare a few coins?
At least guards are not here.
He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. Maybe you didn't hear me. The city is ours. Has always been ours. Today is a glorious day. We will at last.
Someone should stop him.
Why won't anyone stop? You won't get away with this!
أنت تتبع طريق الشيطان. يا لها مضيعة الغام. لعله يهرب إلى طريق الموت.
Seni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim.
I will end you. تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك. انتصر بعد.
I wonder why are you doing this to me? I've done nothing wrong.
لص حقير. سأقطع يديك جزاء.
Birinden kaçıyorum.
هل تريد قول شيء ما؟
Good people of Damas, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past.
قول شيء ما.
This is a righteous. After him, my disciples. He must not escape.
Don't kill me.
When will people love?
Okay, this time I have to try to catch. I see him. Last time I did not notice that guy. He tried to escape.
Join us. You too can be illuminated.
Gel buraya. Kovalayın.
Okay, wrong target. But we are not that far away.
See how well you handle it.
Come back here.
You will not steal my word. It's too important.
Beni yenemeyecek. Seni gözün kapalı bile
Oh dear Lord.
Beni yenemeyecek.
إذا أردت الأمر على ذلك تريد أن تموت؟ فليكن ذلك.
Belki farkında değilsin ama hali hazırda kaybettin. Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim.
تريد أن تموت؟
Gel
فليكن
buraya.
تموت؟ فليكن
Maybe you
ذلك.
haven't noticed. You're already lost.
You will not stop me. My message will be delivered.
Beni yenemeyeceksin. Gel buraya.
You will not win.
Ooh, finally. At least I take my target.
Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kaçman fayda etmez. Gel buraya.
Okay, I'll try to escape because they're too much and I'm too lazy to fight.
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? İşte kaçıyor. Durdurun. Gel buraya. Kaybetmeyin onu.
Maybe I have to fight.
Beni yenemeyeceksin.
إذا أردت الأمر على ذلك النحو
Seni gözün kapalı bile yenerim.
أردت الأمر على ذلك النحو تريد أن تهوني حياتي حسنا خير جدا لن يكون ذلك عسيرا
Gel buraya.
أيها الكافر
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya.
I'll have your head. Kill him! and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Violence, madness. We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
Why would anyone want to do that?
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes, Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vic. Understand there's never
No, out of the animals.
time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
I hate this part of the game.
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly.
It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
Selecting the hidden blade during fight will allow you to quickly dispatch an enemy you've thrown to the ground.
Come in, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The Peace of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool, one that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then.
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing, if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
We have new weapon. Okay guys, here I'll put the end of the episode 8. If you like what you see, please press follow button. I see you in another video. Take care and goodbye.